Johnson.
If their bowling effort had been relentless, the batsmen, led by Adam Gilchrist, were clinical.
He goes again and he goes long.
And in the end, it all seemed just a bit too easy. Victory by 9 wickets gave Australia a 3-1 lead, but India could still level the series if they won here in Nagpur today. Highlights of the 6th one-day international are coming right up. After victory in Chandigarh on Monday, India had opened the series up again, but that seemed to simply inspire the green and gold machine to raise their game once again. And in Vadodara on Thursday, India were, in a word, crushed. The Aussies don't seem too keen on winning games by narrow margins in this series. They've been in complete control of all of the games they've won, and their slip-up in Chandigarh only led to an 8-run defeat. Anything other than a repeat of that here today, and they'd clinch the series. Now, Ashish Ray is with me to look back at the pick of the action. We'll hear from him later in the show. But let's tell you all now what you need to know before we get to the highlights, starting with news of the toss and the teams. Well, Ricky Ponting won the toss and on a pretty flat-looking surface had no hesitation in batting first. Both teams made one change. For Australia, Matthew Hayden's hip injury ruled him out, Brad Haddin getting another chance, and Michael Clarke promoted to open the innings. For India, Sreesanth returned in place of RP Singh, so Australia batted first, and here's how they got on.
Michael Clarke's coming in a position that he's not normally accustomed to, and he's also going to be facing some left armers, and it normally does swing in, and that's always a difficulty for a right-hander with left-arm bowlers. He's done it a couple of times, Clarke, but it's not something that he's regularly done, although he does average 63, but only with 9 innings as an opener. But he's a confident young player. Zahir Khan's got a lot of work to do. I think the key for this first half hour, if it swings, then they've got a real chance, India, to make some sort of inroads. If it doesn't, the Aussies will be looking at 300, and that man was pretty much out of form until the last game. Now 79 not out against his name. They won quite comfortably, and he will want to make sure that they get off to a good start. Here we go, first ball, Zahir Khan.
That's a good run. Hit him on top of the blade. So there's a bit of bounce about as well. So the early morning freshness is bound to create a few problems for the batsman. We saw that happen in the previous game as well. It's also sort of helps a little bit of swing in the air. But for that, you've got to pitch it up. You've got to get the batsman on the front foot. Now it's Michael Clarke to take on Zahir Khan. Clarke has got 200s as an opener. He's got an amazing record, in fact. Just 9 games, 250s, 200s, 63.14 as an average. So not a bad choice. 2 slips. Has he got anything on it? He's given him! Goodness me, what a beginning. That's exactly what they wanted. He'll be a little disappointed. Down the leg side is always unlucky, but he did get a tickle. Or maybe he's not so happy.
I'm not sure he did. I thought it might have just brushed the pad. We'll have to have a quick look at this. My feeling was it might have got the pad on the way through. We'll have a look. Oh no, maybe just a little bit of a touch on there. So Zahir Khan has a little bit of luck. He knew straight away. And what a start. We were just wrapping Michael Clarke up, saying he got 200s and 250s. Well, he's got a naught to go with that. Australia 2 for 1.
The man in Ricky Ponting, what an awesome stat that is. Strike rate in the 80s, in excess of that, 10,000, almost 500 runs. An average of 43 plus. 2 slips waiting, 1 down Australia. First over. Ah, he's got it fine. That'll run away for a boundary. Bit of swing there.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with that, Zahir Khan. It was a pretty good delivery. A couple of swung on the trot. The first one to Michael Clarke. Perhaps if he wasn't as in quite as much form. Yeah, just off the I think MS knew straight away. You can just see there. I think Michael Clark knew straight away as well. Up goes the finger. Sorry, you got to go, and that's a little bit unlucky.
Beautifully bowled. Magnificent. So there is going to be movement off this track. It had a bit of a darkish tinge to it early morning. You can see it from where they marked their guard. So there is a little moisture at the surface. They've got to use it in the first hour.
That was just the angle that did him.
Well, that's in the air, but it's in the gap as well. That's been flared through the covers for 4.
He never holds back, Gilly, does he? If he's going to go, he goes hard. I don't think he was in control of this one. Could have easily gone to backward point. You can see there just a flay of the bat, and he holds the handle right near the top, so he's got a lot of levers there. Bisected perfectly.
Oh, that's gone. That's been dismissed. And it's gone all the way. That is 6. Didn't look like it, but that is a tremendous hit. It's 20 for 1 after 3. But that's gone in the air. Never tried to put it down. Can't bowl short on this wicket. It's pretty evident. Just sits up. It's got a little bit of a slow bounce off it. A lot of time there for them to place it or hit it over the top.
It's almost like a tennis ball bounce when you get it short. It just sits up there, and Gilchrist, knowing that only 2 fielders outside the ring and they had third man and fine leg, I'll just go up and over.
So that's been the problem for the Indian pace attack. There's far too many 4 balls being bowled. They've got to tighten up on that score if they want to put pressure on the Australians. That's good work there. That is good fielding. Murali Karthik. That's commitment.
I think he had a bit of luck here. It fairly raced off the bat, although he didn't time it quite as he would have liked. But Murali Karthik just threw the old hands out. Where is it? At least it shows commitment in the field. I don't think he was convinced he had it, but in the end, he's done a good job for his side.
But that's gone. What a lovely shot. Always love playing that shot, but again, the overpitch delivery, a plumb half volley.
Well, he's not mixing it up enough, Srisanth, is he? He's bowling the in-swing, and Gilchrist now is reading it and allowing for it. What Srisanth should be doing is looking to put the shine on the other side and just bowling the odd one which goes across Gilchrist. It's almost too regular as an in-swing. He's used to it. He's not mixing up the deliveries enough, and that's what you have to do on a wicket like this one.
The pressure back on the Indians now. In the air and almost. So they had the fielder in almost the right position. A difficult take for Dravid, but he had both hands onto it. Couldn't quite latch on.
And you know, when Gilchrist hits it, it's always going to be coming quickly because there's no holding back. When he commits himself to the shot, it's going to fly off the bat. And this is the area, the gully area on a track like this is going to be very important. And I think perhaps he should have made a better effort than that.
Oh, that's easy. That is stunning cricket. Covered the line and just put it away with ease.
Loves getting on the front foot, Ricky Ponting. And doesn't have to hit it hard. This is use of the pace of the ball. Getting well forward, all the weight going forward. Nice good stride, leaning into it, the shot so it doesn't go in the air.
Oh, what a shot. Again, the length. There's absolutely no control over length. That is the problem. The ball coming onto the bat, over-pitched. That was an easy put away.
He does watch the ball very carefully, though, Gilchrist. A minimum of foot movement and straight off the middle. Yeah, just a fraction full or a fraction short. I think if you just put a little pitch map down for the Australian bowlers as against the Indian bowlers, you'll find that there's a bigger variance with the Indian bowlers, and that provides more full balls for the batsmen.
The good thing about Gilchrist is balance, of course aggression, but importantly he doesn't commit himself early into the shot. There he is. He's just keeping his options open. It's the overpitch delivery. It's not that he's sticking his foot out to every delivery or there's too much movement back or anything like that. He's just keeping his options open. Just comes in with a very aggressive intent, and that sort of gets him geared up, and his technique, his feet move according to the delivery. Now they've got a man on the drive. They've dispensed with the gully. There's a second slip. There's a very short mid-off. That's Rahul Dravid. That should run away as well. So things not going well. Again, this time outside the off stump, a full delivery that's been easily put away. So Australia really turning on the pressure.
They certainly are. A couple of fours. This is a very ordinary delivery. Full toss outside off stump, and a good player will always put it away, as Gilchrist did. Just easing it away. Well, look at the pitch map there. You can understand why. There's just been too many deliveries. Gilchrist is able to put it away with a minimum of fuss and with the minimum of risk.
More runs. That should have been stopped, but 4 more. That's the 3rd boundary in this over. He's gone over the top. He hasn't quite connected, but it'll probably run away for 4, and it does. This is a fast outfield.
It certainly is, and a small ground too. 9-4 is a 36 plus 1-6 is 42, and boundaries out of 50, and absolutely no time at all. You can see why 300 runs have been scored in the last 2 games here. You won't feel safe with 300, and Ricky Ponting knows that, prepared to back himself.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Didn't get the edge, but really almost too good to find the edge.
Yeah, nicely off the wicket. 2 on the trot in the right place, and that's the pressure you can apply. Nicely bowled by Zahir.
Beautifully bowled.
Oh, it's taken the outside edge. Another good delivery from Pathan. It's happened quite a few times in this series, Pathan finding the outside edge, but the result will be a boundary.
Fine line again. Good ball. Pathan could be walking back now with a wicket to his name, but alas, Nick through the vacant slip area for 4, and he does that because of the angle, but also the bounce. And that's an excellent ball. Big shout from Pathan. He likes it. Oh, that looked pretty close. It's been an excellent build up to that ball. Outside edge, ball swinging in. Just asking the question there. Wonder what the answer would be.
Big element of doubt in the umpire's mind. Did it pitch in line is the first question. Yes, it did. Came back in. The bat was behind the pad. Hit the pad first, and a very, very good appeal. Just take a look through virtual. Reckons it will hit the top or middle. It's gone over the top. Not timed it too well. It will get a boundary. 10 runs have come in this over so far, despite the fact he's bowled well.
Character building stuff here for Pathan. Ponting knows he's been on top here, in trouble, decides to take the pressure off himself and put it back on the bowler.
He's hit it with the turn. Great shot from Adam Gilchrist. Made it look so simple. That's the best part.
Yeah, super shot this from Gilchrist. knows the ball is spinning acutely away from him. The length was pretty full though, but he just opens up his hands. He times this one. He knows exactly where he's hitting the ball.
It's a quicker one, and will race to the fence a lot quicker from the bat of Gilchrist. It's raining boundaries here. It's 91 for 1.
On 49, just one away from just 41 balls. That spun viciously. It's a dry track. Appeal from Harbhajan and Dhoni, but Aleem Dar thought otherwise. Good spin from Harbhajan.
Must have hit something, otherwise it would have been a wide. That looked like it came off the bat to me, Ramesh. Might have another look. The only other thing could have been off with his thigh pad. We'll have another look at it.
Very difficult to tell from that front-on angle. Possibly a bit of thigh, possibly inside part of the bat. Difficult to tell. Edge and brilliantly taken. Rahul Dravid has picked up a stunner. Harbhajan Singh has got rid of Ricky Ponting, and this is what MS Dhoni wanted. The off-spinner is off the mark.
Massive wicket for India. Ponting looking very dangerous. It was the regulation off-spinner, didn't turn. He played for the turn, and a brilliant catch to Dravid. Low and fast to his left. And that is a brilliant catch. Harbhajan Singh very happy. Ricky Ponting has to depart. 49 at Australia, 98 for 2. Brad Hodge, the new Australian batsman, has struggled so far this tour. Very talented, only 23 runs in his 4 innings. He'd love some runs today.
Well, they've gone for the appeal. Aleem Dar is under the pump. Harbhajan Singh is convinced, as was the man at leg slip. No response from Aleem Dar. Good aggression from Harbhajan, good cricket from India. Australia under pressure.
Just have a look if there's a little inside edge here or not. Looks like it missed everything. Good decision by Aleem Dar. The Indians were all up together.
They'll take one. Adam Gilchrist. Hodge is coming back for the second. The dive was in, the throw was wayward. Adam Gilchrist, 50. Another terrific knock from the Australian batsman. He's been in good form of late. Goes for the drive, he's taken at cover. Disaster has struck Australia. Adam Gilchrist, the man in form, taken by Irfan Pathan. Crowds are on their feet, flags are out. Last 15 minutes have been India's.
Adam Gilchrist had just reached his 50, went for the big shot over cover, got it high on the bat, straight to Uttapar. And Pathan gets a wicket. Gilchrist out for 51, Australia 102 for 3.
Andrew Simons, 176 matches, average now in the 40s. Strike rate up in the 90s. Terrific player. That's gone fine. Irfan Pathan spoils the show by bowling one down the leg side. His last ball's been hit for a 4. Goes for the sweet shot. It's a top edge. Sreesanth, almost got it. He was coming in, then timed his dive, and he almost got it.
He made very good ground, did Sreesanth. It was a top edge from Simons that carried further than he thought it was going to, and Sreesanth coming in off the boundary, couldn't hold on to it. That will be an important miss.
Another sweep shot. That's gone fine away from Srisant. They'll run away very quickly for a boundary. Playing it with the spin, Hodge. Harbhajan is not happy.
Dhoni's got a catching man just round the corner, but he's got no chance. Fine sweep. Brad Hodge. Just starting to settle down a little bit now.
Beautifully bowled and nicely done by MS Dhoni. 116 for 3.
That's gone fine. That's well played. That's the faster delivery. He's worked the pace and to telling effect.
Beautiful timing here from Bradley Hodge. Picks it, that's the quicker one that Harbhajan darts in and just manipulates the wrist to hit with the spin. Nice and fine. There's no fielder there. Harbhajan not happy. Maybe not with that ball, but he's going to be very, very happy with the way this pitch is turning and the bounce.
Oh, the edge. That'll fetch 4 as well. Not going right for Harbhajan in this over at all.
So Bradley Hodge goes on to his highest score of the series so far. And it's a streaky one. Driving through the offside. Thick edge. Runs for 4. So Harbhajan Singh, not bowling badly, has now gone for consecutive 4s.
So that's on to run away as well. Again, it's the pace. It's the faster one from the spinners. Uthappa does well. Does he? No, he doesn't. Oh gosh, that was a little unlucky. He felt he had it. He should have had it. And then just dragged it on.
Uthappa, who's been outstanding in the field for the Indians this series, has had a shocker there. Nice hands from Simons. This is where, let's have a look at it again, and he's dragged it back in with him. Oh, well, not one to watch on the highlights for him. Oh, that's well bowled. Excellent stuff. Brad Hodge on his way. Kartik gets it right, and he gets a wicket.
Another good catch by Rahul Dravid. Wasn't a lot of reaction time there. This is a little simpler than the earlier one, but it's a faster one that's turned. So the Indians are relishing these conditions. The spinners are going to be a difficult proposition. It's not a flighted delivery, it's the faster one. The angle into the batsman turns, and safe hands of Rahul Dravid. Kartik strikes. Australia have lost their 4th. It's 129 for 4. He's had a terrific series, although he hasn't played the last 3, but he's got some runs in the series. Well, that's short, and it's been pulled all the way for 6. Yuvraj Singh given the ball, but not a good start. A rank long off.
Massive amount of pressure on the Australians at the moment. Yuvraj Singh has got to get it right quickly. He's already cost 6 runs off 1 ball.
That is an easy put away. Wonderful shot played there by Andrew Simons. Short, wide, and enough pace on it just to direct it to the boundary.
Well, the poor little kid in the crowd crying. He was laughing a couple of overs ago. Will this be the over that we felt was decisive in this match, where Australia are on the ropes?
Oi.
And there's a run-out chance. Direct hit, he's out. Still appeal, but I think Simons has got himself back. Well, that's what the Australians don't need at this stage, and run out. So confusion.
He's a tall man, Andrew Simons, and once he falls flat on the ground, he can get 10 feet there with the bat. An opportunity, but he's in. He's in with time to spare. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Sachin Tendulkar. The only problem is we've always felt that he may not be able to land all right, but take a look at that for turn. Have they got him? There's an appeal, they've all gone up. The umpire, well, you got the impression that he was thinking
LBW or caught behind. It's all happening here for Murali Kartik. So let's have a look at the LBW shout. Pitching on off stump, going straight on.
He's connected that. He can't be out. Srishant is under it, but he can restrict 2 runs. He can't even restrict.
And the crowd love that.
That's been clubbed back. It will require some saving. It can't be done. Harbhajan Singh, just that trifle late. 4-2 Simons.
He's such a dangerous player, Andrew Simons. Trouble is, though, can't spin it if it's a full toss. So Tendulkar not getting it right. Timing excellent from Simons.
Has he bowled him? No, he has. Goodness me. What happened there? It went between bat and pad, I thought.
What about Tendulkar's reaction? He must have thought it was going to hit the stumps for a brief moment. Brad Haddin, not much turn between bat, pad and the stumps. And Tendulkar, he knows how close it was.
Oh, didn't read the wrong one. Did not read the other one.
He's not watching, Brad Haddin. He really isn't. He's fooled completely. They don't play a lot of spin over in Australia. It's out the back of the hand. Didn't spot it. Not that difficult to spot, to be honest. Just played a little too early. Sachin unlucky.
Gone for the sweep shot. It's high in the air. They'll roll over the rope. It's a 6. Didn't middle it, Haddin. That 6 also raises 50 partnership between these two.
Yeah, that's the short boundary. He needs a bit of chalk on the cue. It's hit right near the bottom.
This time he finds the gap, and what a strike from Andrew Simons. Not only did he middle it, but placed it magnificently.
Yeah, beautiful shot, just a little bit too short. Harder ball, comes off the bat more. 300 for the series for Andrew Simons. Just to give an indication with the ball change with the Australians. 8.12, 8.62, 7.75 and 6 the last 5 times over the last 15 overs.
Once again looking for that fine cut shot. Overbalanced himself, but thankfully he was not out of the crease. MS Dhoni has been brilliant behind the stumps. This was the drop chance. Srishant running in hard, got there, not there.
Oh, another inside edge. Andrew Simons living dangerously. That brings up his 50 and end of the over. 202 for 4.
Oh, he's trying to go over the top. Mid-off is inside the ring. He's taking the attack to Srishant, who might at times lose his cool.
That is one of Brad Haddin's shots. When he gets tied down, or when he's going well, he likes advancing down the pitch and hitting the bowler over his head. That's what he tried to do, just not making contact with that particular delivery. Srishant is the bowler. He's the man who dropped Simons. Oh, and that passed the bat again with Brad Haddin. 143 kilometres per hour as well, Srishant, so he's bowling at good pace. Bowled a good over the last one, Srishant. And this just going past the outside edge.
Well, one thing India have got to look at, maybe use Irfan Pathan with the new ball. And Srishant much better with the older ball. Well judged single from Brad Haddin. Not very easy when you bowl to the left-right combination at the start of the innings. Let's take a look at the areas where Srishant has bowled. The blue dots are the boundary balls. Plenty of them very early in the spell. Can put the bowling side on the defensive.
Yeah, you could see what he was trying to do in his first spell, trying to swing the ball back into the left-handers, but he just could not quite get it right. No, mate! Went for a lot of fours. Adam Gilchrist and Ponting both got stuck into him. Said that if he came back into the side, he was going to keep up with the aggressive tactics. He's one of those players, and there are his deliveries to the left-handers and the right-handers, particularly the left-handers. 26 runs off just 15 deliveries.
So he's got two right-handers out of the middle. But India desperately need another wicket to be looking at the lower order and then the bowlers. Be a lot more relaxed when he bowls to the right-handers, Srishant. And look at the corridor where he's bowled. Extremely good, consistent as well. The red dots, a couple of deliveries the batsmen are beaten. When you get it consistently in that area, the batsman's going to find it hard to negotiate. Every now and again, you'll go past the outside edge. Can he be taken? Yes, straightforward catch to mid-off. The wicket, India, so badly required to break this partnership. Srishant has provided the wicket. Tendulkar taking a straightforward catch.
That was the second attempt Brad Haddin had in this over of trying to hit Srishant over mid-off. And on this occasion, not getting it anywhere near the middle of the bat. Straight to mid-off, simple catch. So Srishant strikes for India, Haddin 25, 204 for 5 Australia.
It's been a good crowd here in Nagpur. They've enjoyed it. Very evenly poised at this stage. James Hope is the new batsman. Good strike rate. Very talented in domestic cricket in Australia. Batsman changing over. Andrew Simons is the man on strike. Takes some pace of the ball, Yuvraj Singh at point. You've got to do that, otherwise you have no chance. The quick outfield, and Simons hits them extremely hard. Oh, absolutely from the middle of the bat. And a great way to get off the mark, Hopes.
Not a bad shot at all for the second delivery that you face. Mind you, it was a genuine half volley. But Hopes is a very good striker of the ball, just hitting through the line, picking the gap between cover and mid-off.
Andrew Simons decides he will start to play a few shots, and that stayed hit from the moment it left the bat.
That's his 10th six of the series, Andrew Simons, and what I loved about this shot was his control. He didn't try and hit the ball too hard, just hit through the line. Very good balance at the point when he hit that ball.
Nicely played. Beautifully played in the end. It's the control, it's the placement, and it's the quick outfield. Will get the ball racing to the fence.
Yeah, he placed it very well. The outfield's extremely fast. Patan was at third man. Dived in vain. Didn't try and hit that too hard either, James Hopes.
Struck away handsomely. He's such a lovely player to watch. It's not about brutal hitting. This was a real classic.
That's a sign of a good player, because Srishant has been playing well hitting a good line and length, and on the one occasion he does over-pitch, Andrew Symonds is good enough to put it away. Hit with great power, beats cover.
Again, bottom hand coming into play. Zahir Khan had to move just a few paces at long off, but the ball just rocketed past him.
He's in so much control at the moment with his batting, Andrew Symonds. Slightly over-pitched by Harbhajan, hitting through the line of the ball, straight down the ground.
And there we go again. There's no ground big enough in the world. 6 runs again.
Just a short arm jab, and once again that amazing power generated by Andrew Symonds. He is so different. So big, so huge, so different, and so great for the game. His 11th 6 of the series.
Playing a miss. Good bowling from Pathan. Get a good shot of this one, Ramiz. That's excellent, but that's very hard to play at medium pace, spinning away from the bat.
And very hard to bowl as well at this stage of the innings when you've got somebody who is looking to target you. I think this is brave bowling from Irfan Pathan.
Running hard again, Hopes. And they'll get 2. We talked about pressure in the field. They're not getting it from India. The Australians are dominating with their running between the wickets.
50 partnership is raised with that misfield, and it just pulls the entire team down. Such an act. Zahir Khan not looking at the ball and missing the point there.
So yet another 50-run partnership for Andrew Symonds. He's been superb this whole series, and James Hopes just keeps growing in confidence at this level. And there's a pull shot. Don't bowl there to James Hopes. He'll hurt you. 4 runs. Excellent stuff again from the Australians.
Margin of error now very minimal for the Indian bowlers. MS Dhoni is still looking for that perfect plot where he can hit Australia, but it is James Hopes who's hit one beautifully over mid-wicket. A half trigger from Irfan Pathan. Not an ideal delivery to bowl at this stage of the game.
Symonds goes again. There's minimal back work, and he's hit it out of the ground. The ball's gone that high. If it had ears, they would have popped. All the way, Symonds.
He's lost for word. He's lost a ball as well, Murli Karthik. Unbelievable hitting from Andrew Symonds. Just one more example of how strong a player he is. Massive, huge. 6 could easily have been categorized as a 12. That's hit the top tier of that pavilion, and it's gone out of the ground. Now, another great example of how good he's become against spin. Beautifully done by Andrew Symonds. Once again, more frustration for Murli Karthik. That wasn't such a bad delivery. That wasn't a 4-ball. Found the placement and delicately played and placed. Brilliant stuff.
And square of the wicket again. This will be 4. So Hopes matching Symonds. This partnership is getting bigger and bigger. Momentum getting away from India.
India giving the impression that they've thrown in the towel, which is not good body language. Irfan Pathan just a little short and wide, and Hopes creating an opportunity through the point area. Good piece of timing, good piece of placement.
So Patan coming around the wicket now to angle the ball into Hopes to take away that shot. Needs to just make him drive, hit down the ground, along the ground. And he goes short outside off stump again. And they'll get another comfortable 2. Length is very, very important.
India, I think it's at this stage looking for damage control and nothing more beyond that. If they can restrict Australia under 300, I think they've got enough firepower in the batting lineup to surprise Australia. But they will have to bat well.
You say they're bowling for runouts, Ramesh. At that stage. And that's a better ball. Cramping Hopes for room. You'll take singles here, because it's been a boundary fest or over with Andrew Simons.
Expect change of pace from Irfan Pathan. And expect Andrew Simons to take a bit of risk. Probably go straight over, long off.
And he gets a full toss. Thick edge. They'll put pressure on the field again. Simons, explosive pace. This will be close. Big appeal. A direct hit. Looked like he was in trouble. Dhoni looks confident.
Yes, Andrew Simons with a big dive. He's huge. He's very swift between the wickets, but I think it's probably gone. Harbhajan Singh had the ball thrown just at the right time. They tried to pick another run on the throw. Good fielding from Harbhajan Singh. Steadied himself. Great return back to MS Dhoni. I don't know whether the bails were off when the bat was inside the line. Difficult to tell. Reflecting the ball to hit the stumps, and I think the bails didn't come off. The bails did not come off, and I think he's in.
This is amazing stuff. Excellent fielding from Harbhajan Singh. Dhoni, worried about hitting the stumps himself, just places the ball down, but it goes down vertically down the stumps. And it looks like, incredibly, Simons is in. It's pending. Pressure's building, but I think he's home.
Decision still pending. Not out is the call, and the right one made in the end.
And beautiful shot again for Simons. He's 4. That's 100 runs. This will be one that is memorable. He's jumped. He's got plenty of energy. One of the best 100s you'll ever see.
He's almost ran to the dressing room. Unbelievable innings. Andrew Simons is having a ball out there. 100 after 18 months is 6 ODI 100, and coming just at the right time for the Australians.
Short outside off stump. Oh no. Fieldsman goes the wrong way. Sourav Ganguly. That should have been a single.
Great start to the over. Sourav Ganguly didn't pick it up straight away. He was going the wrong way. Hopes with a powerful cut shot, and Ganguly had no hope in the end. There he lost it in the backdrop.
And this is Simons' 100 here. We've seen power out of the ground, but we've seen some deft touch, and he is a very, very happy man.
And he knows how to rejoice as well. Almost ran to the dressing room.
Bouncer in the air, and he's out. Well bowled, Zahir Khan. Some reward for some good work today. Good bowling, a bouncer that was at the batsman, didn't give any room to hit through the offside. So James Hopes is on his way.
Zahir Khan once again very clear-headed what he wants out of his last few overs. Shortened the length, the fielder was in the ring. Too quick for Hopes. I think he was looking to wind it over mid-wicket, not to be. Gone for 39, 294 for 6.
Well, if there was a 6-hitting contest to see the biggest hitters in world cricket, Brett Lee would be up there with Andrew Simons. He can hit him a long way. Good average, excellent strike rate. Simons launches, it's in the air, and just caught on the half volley there. Srisanth for a moment then would have thought that was going into Rahul Dravid's hands. He can smile about it.
Didn't middle it for once. Rahul Dravid had to come in on the bounce to him.
Bretley backs it away. Srisanth follows him. He acknowledged a shot. That's a class shot from Bretley. 4 runs.
I don't know whether it's off the bat or off the helmet, but whatever he did, it was out of sheer safety. No, it was the bat. Well done in the end.
He's having a laugh as well. Not the worst ball from Srisanth. He followed him, but it just shows if you move around the crease as a batsman, the bowler can only react to what you're doing. So he's batting well back in the crease now, trying to hit possibly over mid-wicket with the spin, and he does, and he goes all the way. Ramesh Raja just picked that. So yeah, another 6 for the Australians. Brave from Srisanth, but he goes into the 49th over, 311 for 6. Simons hits hard and straight. Will it go all the way for 4? Bretley, excellent running, comes back for 2. He dives, and the third umpire has been called for. Either way, it does leave Andrew Simons on strike, so it's good for Australia.
Good major dive from Bretley, and he was diving on the grassy part of the track, so that would have assisted him in really getting back in time. Whether he made his crease or not, we'll just have a look and let you know. Throw was on the bounce, the dive was already in. Touch and go. I think it's more go than in. The bails are off. He's short of the crease by just a mere half an inch or so. Bretley has already started to walk back to the pavilion. He's gone. Decision pending. Out is the call from the third umpire. Australia 315 for 7.
And just starting his career, so hasn't had too many bats yet, but regarded as a good lower order batsman for Queensland. He's going to wind up big. Mid-wicket, mid-on will probably be his area. And it's good bowling again from Zahir Khan. Simons coming back for 2. Run out chance here, confusion. I think he might be in a bit of trouble. So that average is going to come down. Oh, MS Dhoni. What was he doing there? Mitchell Johnson run out of the last ball of the innings. So they've ended up with 317 for 8.
Well, a breathtaking performance from Andrew Simons, 107 not out from 88 deliveries. That's his 6th one-day international 100. 9 fours, 4 sixes. He now has 365 runs at an average of 91 in this series with a strike rate of 110. Another outstanding performance from him, but good contributions throughout. 51 from Adam Gilchrist, 49 from captain Ricky Ponting, and 39 from James Hope. So big score, 317 for 8 from their 50 overs, Australia. Zahir Khan bowled pretty well, though his figures don't suggest that. 10 overs, no maidens, 2 for 62. 1 for Srisanth, 1 for Pathan, 1 for Harbhajan, and 1 for Murali Kartik, who was perhaps the standout bowler for India. 9 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 37. So in summary, India requiring 318 runs to win and to stay in the series. It's a lot of runs, but they have a talented batting lineup. How would they go? Well, when we come back, we'll show you the India run chase.
Crowd optimistic. So very warm conditions yet again in the afternoon. Equation 318 to win from 50 overs at an asking rate of 6.36. Well, those numbers would suggest he's been a fabulous performer for India. or depends on how he goes about it. He'll probably have to play innings that gets close to his best of 183.
His partner playing in his 401st one-day international, Sachin Tendulkar. 186 not out, what they would give for Sachin to make that today.
It's gone hard at that. It's a quick outfield and they'll get to the fence. First boundary for India, first one for Ganguly.
A little bit of swing again for Johnson. It was a fairly shortish delivery, and you're right, Shiva. Ganguly did go hard at that ball, was edged. Oh, and that's a beautiful shot off the back foot. Very strong through that area. 4 more runs to Ganguly, 10 for no loss.
Has he got enough? He's got into the gap. This will be a tester. Once again, the outfield is quick. Saurav Ganguly scoring them in boundaries.
Another beautiful shot from Ganguly, once again off the back foot, just punching the ball through the covers. Brad Haddon just could not reel this in. It was quite full, but he played it off the back foot. And again, good timing from Ganguly.
Oh, it's gone through. It's moved the other way. A good, decent pace.
That one cut him in half. Mitchell Johnson has been swinging the ball away from the left-handers on this occasion. Just the ball holding its line. Ganguly expecting it to move away and playing accordingly, but it just nipped back.
Miscue will result in a boundary for Tendulkar. Really not a happy man.
Very good delivery from Brett Lee. It was short, dug in, and was right on the money. Exactly where he wanted it. 147 k's an hour. Tendulkar going for the hook shot, got a top edge. And straight over the keeper's head for 4. Good bowling by Lee, unlucky.
This is much better. Bit of sting was taken off the ball. And like we saw in the Australian innings, there'll be plenty of boundaries on this ground.
Well, that was absolutely hammered by Tendulkar. And you're right, Shiva. Brad Hodge did get a hand to it, but it was hit too powerfully. Bang! And diving effort from Hodge, but didn't take enough off it. 2 4s in a row now to Tendulkar.
Edge could be another boundary. Yes, it is. 3 boundaries off the last over. India 28 for no loss. It's slashed hard. What a piece of work in the deep. Brett Lee totally misjudged it. Looked like there was just going to be a single. Took the ball turn just before it got to Lee. 4 boundaries of the last 4 balls.
Well, Brett Lee will not want to see this replay. It was wide, slashed away from Ganguly, but it just checks there, spins away from Brett Lee. Oh dear.
Taking the aerial route, more authority on that shot. May have just gone the distance. We'll wait for confirmation. Signals a boundary, maybe marginally inside the boundary rope. Good shot from Sachin Tendulkar.
Got the crowd going, that shot. And why wouldn't it? It was brilliant. On the up, inside out, over cover. Only just short of the rope.
Launched into it.
Johnson's wide and Tendulkar gets a lot of that. Brilliant effort by Hodge at point, but it's game on, Aaron, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's looking like it's a terrific beginning, just what the Indians needed. Don't want to lose wickets in the top 10 overs. Get 4 runs, get 4.5 runs and over, it's fine. But don't lose wickets up front when you want to chase the 300 total.
And there'll be some bowling changes as well. Bowlers coming in, not bowling flat out, and there's a beautiful shot through mid-wicket. All timing and grace.
Magnificent hit. This is a lightning outfield. You beat the infield and there's no pulling it back. Beautifully done. Just the balance. He doesn't overhit them, doesn't reach out for them, lets him come close to the body, all along the ground. Waited till the last instant. These wicket is slow, just the kind of wicket that the Indians like to bat on. So it's up to them to convert this start.
Backs away Ganguly and smashes it over cover for 4. That finishes the 9th over. India 54 for none. The advances again, and on drive. Masterclass from Sachin Tendulkar. Tough shot to play, but he plays it as well as anyone in the world.
What a shot. He advanced onto hopes. The intention, I thought, would have been to go over the top, but just take a look at this. Beautiful, magnificent. What a pretty shot. Oh, you can go miles to watch that. And he's really launched into that one. That's going to be 6 all the way. What a hit by Ganguly. Wonderful. That is the 50th hit for 6 in the series. He really clubbed that one, bludgeoned it in fact, had his mind made up, and that's on the onside for you. Oh, awesome power.
Here he goes, there she goes. 6. Sachin Tendulkar is very best. He reaches his 50 with that magnificent 6. India's 100 is raised as well. Ganguly down the track, it's a big one. Forget about it. Forget about it, it's a 6. 50 for Saurav Ganguly as well.
Didn't really get to the pitch. Just shows you how good these bats are. Saurav Ganguly delighted, of course. Almost stopped his shot. Got a bit of elevation.
Oh, Tendulkar with power, pulls hard, all the way for 4. Too much time to just swivel on the back foot, and he's crunching the ball at the moment.
Well, getting picked from the line, it was the wrong one. Pull the Chinaman outside the line of the leg stump. Could be well wide. Again, the wrong one, doesn't come out all right. Extra bit of bounce.
And a lap sweep for Tendulkar. All the way for 4. Beautiful shot, just waited for it to come to him. He's hitting him everywhere today.
A couple of shots he plays brilliantly. One is a straight drive, the other is the paddle fine. You see the adjustment that he makes. Also the slower delivery gave him that extra bit of time. But the placement has been outstanding.
I think you've got to get Fuller. You've got to get him driving down the ground where you've got mid-off and mid-on back on the fence. And if he's good enough to time it in between them, well... Oh, and there's a stumping chance. Gilchrist likes it. Full ball down the leg side. The Aussies have probably talked about this and set it up.
And look to give him the charge. Clever piece of bowling from James Hopes. Slipped it down the leg side, and Adam Gilchrist was onto it in a flash. Be very anxious moments for the entire spectators here, for the Indian team. Let's take another look. Comes out of the crease, the bails come out. Oh, he's got to go. Unfortunate, but he's got to go. He's given him the charge. Good piece of bowling. Great.